What God cannot do. My name is Tubi Tolulopeteju, and I'm here to testify on behalf of my sister-in-laws. Before this time, my friends have been sending me the NSPPD link, and they shout a lot in this church, but, and I started listening to it, and I joined into the prayer. But before this time, my brother's wife got married, and 3 weeks after the wedding, she was rushed to the hospital. And every test that they did for her, they didn't find anything that was wrong with her. And then, we just kept, we're just in the hospital spending money. We didn't know what was wrong with her. So they sent her lab test to South Africa for a confirmation, because one of the doctors said they found something in her liver. So whilst we were praying, they now eventually, like Papa would say, that they will find a good name for a bad disease. So eventually they came back and told us that she had HIV. From where? We don't know where it came from. My brother did not have. So where did it come from? And then, we were devastated. We continued. We were praying about it, but you know how they're like, okay, we can manage it. We can, they placed her on whatever medication it is that they were going to place her on, and she was discharged. And I kept sending the link to them at home. I sent particularly to her. Now, before this time, we didn't even know God has healed her. We were just, praying and asking God that, God, just change, the situation around our family, because there were too many bad news. And eventually after that, my younger brother too also got married. And the devil came and told us that, okay, this one was sickness. This one will not have a child. So for some time, and we were believing that she was going to get pregnant. And the pregnancy was not coming. But I kept praying on the fire altar. And I told God, I said, I can't be on this fire altar. People are testifying. People that came after me are testifying. And me, I've been here. God, give me my own evidence. I need to move. If you answer my prayer, where I am, I'm going to live, and I'm going to go to that streams of joy. And that will be my church. The first thing that God did for me was that he answered my prayer. The other brother's wife got pregnant. 2 weeks after that, the other one that, we didn't even check. We didn't know she was healed. She also got pregnant. And when you're pregnant, you have to do all the required tests. So it was at that point we knew that God has healed her. Now, that is not the testimony. Both of them got pregnant at the same time. They were going to give birth 2 weeks apart from each other. What the testimony that happened that made me come out here this morning, that pushed me out here this morning, was that the other one was due and she had passed her delivery date. And the devil came again and said, Shebi, I told you, it's not by getting pregnant, it's by giving birth to the baby. And on Sunday, last week Sunday, we came to church, and my brother told me that her water broke the night before. And they said, the water stays in the bed. After the water breaks, 2 days after that, you have to take out the baby. They induced her twice, and nothing was happening. She didn't fall into labor. She was just like that. I came to church, and I was very sad. I was crying. I was here. My Kabod sisters held my hand. All of us were praying. And I think at the second service or the third service, Papa said, I am here to pray a prayer of vengeance. I don't know if you remember. He prayed that prayer of vengeance, and I knelt down and I told God, I said, God, whatever it is that is happening to this girl, I don't know what it is, but please go and fight on behalf of my family. My brother now said, okay, that they've booked her for CS, but there is no doctor on ground in that place. They needed to transport her 2 hours away from that hospital. All of a sudden, after that prayer, I felt at peace. I called my brother back. He said, one nurse said, why are we taking her to another hospital? There is a doctor here that can do the CS. And in 10 minutes, they brought out the baby. I'm here to thank God that God did what he said he was going to do. And the other sister-in-law is due to give birth anytime from now. Praise the Lord.
Who is ready to shout some more? In this church, they shout. But it is our shout that pulls down the stronghold. Can you give the Lord a big shout?